Eating right and staying active are really important no matter what stage of life you're in, but some nutrients become even more important as we age. Registered dietitian Michelle Jaelin joins us with more. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Annette. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. So is there a specific age group that you're looking at, like 55 and up or 50 and up? What are you focusing on?
Well, it's important to focus on nutrients as we get older. And yes, maybe 55 plus we can think about there. But even the first thing we want to think about when it comes to eating well is nutrients. And my first nutrients I have it's actually two. It's calcium and vitamin D. Now, those are two together. And as we get older, we start to lose some bone mass. We want to make sure that we get enough calcium and vitamin D to keep our bones strong. Vitamin D is a hormone that helps our body to absorb calcium. So what do you have in terms of foods? Things like our leafy greens, things like fatty fish, as well as dairy products, of course, so milk, yogurt, as well as cheese. Those are things that are important that will help us to maintain our bone mass as we get older, to make sure that we stay strong in that regard.
So they both work together then?
Yes, they both work together. So if you're taking a supplement for calcium, you want to make sure it also has vitamin D, so that because the two work together. Maybe speak to your doctor, registered dietitian, to determine what supplement is best for you.
Okay. B12 is a really important one as well.
Yes, so as we get older, our bodies have a harder time absorbing B12. So we want to make sure we get enough in the diet. Now, B12 helps with your body function. So things like nerve functioning, blood cells, brain functioning, and food sources of vitamin B12 are things like meat products as well as our fish products. If you want a plant-based option, nutritional yeast is a good one. Goes well on popcorn, goes well on salad. And also things like seaweed also are a great source of B12. Those are things that you want to look for to ensure that you're getting enough of that in your diet.
Nutritional yeast, does it have a flavor to it then? Because I've seen it in the bulk stores, but I wasn't quite sure what it was.
I would try to have it tastes kind of like a more cheese sort of flavor, I find. It gives it kind of that umami flavor, which is that savory. So it adds a little something extra to things like your popcorn seasoning or on top of a salad. It can be kind of nice to try. So try it out.
I will do that. Fiber, really, really important.
Yes, so fiber not only helps to keep us regular because being constipated is not fun, but it also helps to maintain our gut health as well. And also we know that it can help to decrease our risk of things like type 2 diabetes as well as heart disease. So we want to make sure we're getting enough fiber. And I mean, we've done studies before and we know that the average adult gets like 10 grams of fiber a day. So it should be like 25 to 30 grams around that area. So food sources of fiber are things like your whole grain pasta, oats, whole fruits and vegetables, not the juice because we want the soluble and insoluble fiber, as well as things like beans, legumes, and also things like nuts and seeds have a lot of fiber in them.
And protein is the last one.
Yes, so as we get older, around the age of 30, we start to lose lean muscle mass, and that's when our bodies start to, and that's related to something called sarcopenia, which is age-related sarcopenia, which means that our bodies don't, we don't have as much muscle as before. So we want to make sure we eat enough protein and things like our meat products, as well as tofu, peanut butter, fish products are great. And if you do have a hard time meeting your protein requirement, it's not a bad idea to take protein powder, not just for people in the gyms. If it helps you to get more protein to meet that requirement, then I say go for it because we want to make sure we maintain lean muscle mass, also through things like strength training, as well as building that mass to ensure that we stay strong as we get older.
And it's great too that a lot of the foods that you demonstrated for the different types of nutrients, they're all the same. So there's lots and lots to unpack there. We're going to get all this information linked up on our website, chch.com. Great segment this morning, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Annette. Good to see you.